Hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're going to be talking about how to improve your statistics on the map Yukon by choosing the best possible positions. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Tell me what map you want me to do next in the comment section, because this map was voted by you guys in the previous video, and don't forget to hit that like button. Also, we're about to start, so get yourself a drink, maybe something to eat, and let's go. So, traditionally we start off with mediums/lights, and as mediums or lights on this map, we obviously go to the medium/right direction of the map. And there's two positions you can play early game on mediums or lights. It's this part of the map, which is the bush. So you come to the bush and you can easily spot tanks early on, and you can know the setup of the enemy, so where they're going, how they're going, and how many are going. However, you can easily get shot by TDs from that bush, and I would never recommend shooting anyone who's crossing from here, because you're wide in the open. You can get shot by that bush, the TD bush, and the person crossing. So that's why I don't really play this position. I play the second position, which I'm going to show you now. Alright, again, this position is super strong at the early game because you can come here as a medium or light and you can check anyone who's crossing. Make sure to not peek out too much and be seen by the TD bush right there, so stay back a bit and you can see anyone crossing and you can shoot them freely. That's a free damage at the early game, and you get info on top of that. So if you know that there's a lot of them pushing, you can easily fall back or push forward towards the upper mountain, which is a key position of this map. So you can easily shoot anyone crossing plus get info. On top of that, you can obviously take this bush, which is also very good to shoot from if you have very good gun depression, because you can easily spot enemies in the middle and crossing into the city, as well as TDs at the very back. And this is why this position is very strong in my opinion. Alright, so remember, once you get your info and you get your free shots, if you know that the enemies are not pushing or there's few of them, you have to take this mountain or cliff, whatever you would call it, because from here you can literally shoot down anyone down there. And as an enemy, you should never take the lower ground. It's very weak. You can get shot from all sides, so never play at the ground area. And if you take this, you can obviously shoot in all directions and you can control a big portion of the map, which is why this mountain is key. At least one player needs to be playing it at all times. Alright, so if you spawn in the opposite direction, you can take the opposite of the bush I showed you the first time, and this position isn't too justified in my opinion. You will spot some people, yes, but if you get spotted in return, you can get shot from so many directions. 1, 2, and 3. That's a TD shot coming from there, and when you're actually pulling back, you can again get shots from the city or tanks in that direction. Therefore, I don't think this bush is justified at all. You can do the same from this ridge, but then you can even shoot the enemies crossing and you will get info and you'll be safe. So again, similar to the opposite direction, you can come here and you just have to be careful not to peek too much. So be careful when you're peeking, don't peek out too much and show yourself to the TDs. And you can easily get free shots again when they're crossing. 1, 2, easy. And you can also get info, so if there's a lot of them coming, you can obviously fall back. And if there are none of them or very few of them, or if they're weak, you can again push through. Alright, so TDs can play different roles on their map depending on what kind of TD you are. So firstly, I'm going to show you what a mobile TD can do, such as the Object 268. For example, if you spawn here, you can easily rush up into the medium parts of the map, and you can easily get a free shot I was already talking about. So you can come up very closely and you can get a free shot on any medium or light that's crossing in to the mountain. So bam, easy 650 damage. Again, you can also take this bush and you can cover the whole medium/light side very easily. Furthermore, if you have a very slow TD, for example, or a very weakly armored TD, you can obviously come over here and play in the back. So if you're quite slow and you can't go towards the first position I showed, you can come here and play with your heavies, but don't peek out too much on this side. I'd suggest you sit back a bit as you can get shot from the side. So stand back a bit and you can easily cover your heavies. Furthermore, if you're a very heavy TD, for example, such as the Jagdpanzer E100, you can obviously push forward and help the heavies by playing close range. Well, that's all for TDs on this side of the map. Alright, so if you spawn in the opposite direction, you can play similarly to the first time. Again, if you have a fast TD that can move very quickly to different positions, such as the Object 268, you can take this little ridge, of course, and peek out and get a free shot and then play off of the bush. So for example, don't peek out too much, you get a free shot on the mediums crossing, and once your camo or concealment is back on, i.e. you're not seen, you can then push and play off of this bush. And this means you can cover the whole medium/light direction as well as look into the city, which makes this position quite strong in my opinion. Furthermore, if your TD is quite slow, for example, you can again cover your heavies by playing this position, so you can easily watch over your heavies, and don't forget to peek out slightly, don't peek out too much. And furthermore, you can also watch this side of the map, so you can control two different positions similar to the opposite direction. Looking through this map, I didn't see anything extraordinary that the heavies could do. I mean, they could play off of here by closing their lower plate and using that to their advantage. Their upper plate also is slightly more angled since they're at a level above, and their turret gets more armor as well for the same reason. Other than that, heavies should play standard, so they should play along this side of the map as well as the center. So depending on the situation, playing heavies is situational. Fully depends on your roster of the team and how your team plays. With that, our mini Yukon guide comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment on what map you want me to do next. With that, Happy is out. See you guys next time. Bye bye.